The illness you never knew was killing you slowly. Loneliness doesn't feel deadly. Not at first. It feels quiet, harmless, almost manageable. But the body doesn't see it that way. He remembered nights where the silence felt heavier than fatigue, where his chest tightened for no reason, where the lack of a voice, a presence, a touch, made his heartbeat sound wrong. Loneliness isn't an emotion. It's a biological threat. When the brain senses isolation, it activates the same pathways used for physical danger. Stress hormones rise. Inflammation spreads. Sleep fractures. Immunity weakens. Pain increases. Memory collapses. The body thinks it's being abandoned by the tribe, and to the ancient brain, isolation equals death. If your throat tightened, if your breath changed, if a memory surfaced, you're not imagining what loneliness has taken from you. Your body has been keeping score long before you paid attention.
Number 10. Loneliness activates the brain's survival alarm. He once sat alone for days and felt a strange restlessness, a warning that didn't match reality. That feeling was the amygdala firing. To the brain, loneliness means vulnerability. Vulnerability means danger. Danger means survival mode. Adrenaline rises. Cortisol spikes. Heart rate increases. Muscles tense as if preparing for a threat that never arrives. This hypervigilance exhausts the body, one heartbeat at a time. Human trigger. Loneliness isn't quiet, it's loud inside your biology. Emotion shift. Recognition. Rise to unease. You weren't overthinking. Your brain was trying to keep you alive.
Number 9. Your immune system weakens without social connection. He once got sick repeatedly during a period of isolation. Minor infections, slow healing, constant fatigue. Loneliness suppresses the immune response because the brain reallocates resources to handle danger. It doesn't prioritize repair. It prioritizes survival. Inflammation rises. Antibodies drop. White blood cells weaken. Chronic illness gains ground. The body becomes a battlefield without defenders. Human trigger. Isolation attacks the body through the immune system first. Emotion shift. Unease to doubt. You weren't unlucky. You were unprotected.
Number 8. Your heart suffers more from loneliness than from stress. The body is built for connection. Without it, the cardiovascular system begins to strain. He remembered nights where his heartbeat felt wrong, not painful, but unstable. Loneliness increases blood pressure, arterial stiffness, and cortisol levels so high that the heart never fully rests. The risk of stroke, heart attack, and chronic hypertension rises sharply. This isn't emotional heartbreak, it's physiological damage. Human trigger. Loneliness scars the heart with every silent heartbeat. Doubt to suspicion. Mirror line. Your heart didn't skip beats, it carried the weight of isolation.
Number 7. Your sleep breaks first. He slept lightly, waking at sounds that didn't exist. This wasn't insomnia. It was social deprivation, sleep fragmentation. Humans evolved to sleep deeply only when surrounded by others. Alone, the brain refuses to fully relax. It maintains night watch mode, shallow sleep, interrupted cycles, difficulty reaching REM, vivid dreams, morning exhaustion. Without restorative sleep, the body begins to crumble. Human trigger. Loneliness doesn't make you tired. It prevents you from recovering. Emotion shift. Suspicion to alarm. You didn't sleep poorly, you slept unprotected.
Number 6. Chronic inflammation builds up in silence. He didn't notice it at first. The stiff joints, the slow healing wounds, the constant aches. Loneliness increases systemic inflammation. The same inflammation seen in aging, autoimmune disorders, and chronic stress diseases. It's subtle, but cumulative. Day by day, it ages the body, faster than time does. Human trigger. Inflammation is the body's language for unresolved threat. Emotion shift. Alarm to disbelief. Your body wasn't weak, it was overloaded.
Number 5. Your brain shrinks under prolonged social isolation. Neural pathways require stimulation, conversation, connection, touch, feedback. Without them, the brain begins to retract. He experienced moments of fog, forgetfulness, difficulty concentrating. Isolation reduces hippocampal volume, weakens memory circuits, and rewires emotional regions toward fear and vigilance. The brain was not built to think alone. Human trigger. Silence doesn't calm the brain, it starves it. Emotion shift. Disbelief to tension. You weren't distracted, you were deteriorating.
Number 4. Pain feels worse when you're alone. He once felt physical pain that intensified when no one was around. This wasn't exaggeration, it was biology. Loneliness reduces endogenous opioids, the natural painkillers the body releases when we feel supported. Without connection, pain signals amplify. Stress receptors heighten, tolerance decreases. Even minor discomfort feels sharper in isolation. Human trigger. Pain grows louder in the absence of people. Emotion shift, tension to chill. You didn't become weaker. You became unbuffered.
Number 3. Loneliness alters your sense of time. Alone, minutes stretch. Days blur. Memory loses anchors. He once experienced entire weeks that felt identical. Empty repetition without emotional markers. Isolation slows the brain's internal clock. With fewer stimuli, time feels heavier, longer, emptier. This distortion feeds depression, anxiety, and dissociation. Human trigger? Without connection, time loses structure. Emotion shift? Chill to collapse. You didn't lose motivation, you lost momentum.
Number 2. You become hypersensitive to rejection. Isolation amplifies social pain. He once felt devastated by mild criticism or slight distances from others. Loneliness primes the brain to perceive threat in every interaction. A delayed reply feels like rejection. A neutral face feels like judgment. A quiet room feels like abandonment. This hypersensitivity creates a cycle. The lonelier you become, the more danger you perceive, and the harder it becomes to reconnect. Human trigger. Loneliness turns the world into a threat landscape. Emotion shift. Collapse to awareness. You weren't dramatic, you were deprived.
Number 1. Loneliness shortens your lifespan. This is the darkest truth. Loneliness increases mortality as severely as smoking 15 cigarettes daily, chronic heart disease, obesity, long-term alcohol use. He read the research and realized his body had been accumulating years of damage in the background. Isolation accelerates aging markers, cellular breakdown, and stress-related decline. Not metaphorically, biologically. Human trigger. Loneliness doesn't hurt. It kills slowly. Emotion shift. Awareness to quiet shock.
You weren't fine alone. You were dissolving quietly.
Your body knows you need people. If your chest tightened, if a memory surfaced, if you felt the weight of every silent night, your body wasn't remembering loneliness, it was remembering damage. But this video isn't about fear. It's about return. Connection doesn't require crowds. It requires one moment of stepping back into the world. A message sent, a voice heard, a presence felt, a truth shared, a wall lowered. Your biology isn't betraying you. It's guiding you back to belonging, back to safety, back to life. If someone came to mind, someone isolated, someone fading, someone too silent, send this to them, not as advice, as rescue.